G'day, it's Mark here at Combi Life. I've got Beau here with an amazing TDI 450 T6.1 California Beach, of course. And Beau, you've been very kind to let us film today the solar panels on the California. This is the first in Australia. It's a prototype. We'd love to bring this into the Combi Life range once we know it's good for Australian conditions.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about the motivation for wanting solar.
So one of the things that was really important to me for our travels is I wanted a facility to be able to charge our battery while we're parked up. And so I was very particular about what type of kit I wanted fitted to our van, mainly because I didn't want to do something that was going to make any permanent changes. I wanted the flexibility to be able to adjust things if I needed to. We went with this kit because it's a T6.1 California specific kit. It comes out of the UK. It's another important thing was maintaining just the height clearance on the panels. I didn't really want to add too much extra height to our van. That was important to us. The kit's very slimline. It fits within the existing rails and looks great when fitted.
So we've got a few considerations when we go to solar, and I've never been a major fan of relying on solar. It's more of a last resort. So if we had fitted your vehicle with a 5 amp additional battery,
Yep.
a tiny battery,
Yep.
you know, suddenly solar's a desperate need. But
Yep.
if we have a really well-designed auxiliary battery system in the first place,
Yep.
we might not need to be relying on that solar during our normal camping trip. But if we are having extended periods of free camping, maybe we're at a music festival, we're there for 5 days, I've got a modestly proportioned auxiliary battery, and I'm not allowed to take the vehicle in and out of the music festival, this is where it really starts to come into its own.
Absolutely.
Another reason I've been a little bit nervous about solar, to be honest, is it can encourage people to park in the sun. And that can be like a dog chasing its tail. So I'm parking in the sun with my black car, I've got solar on the roof,
Yep.
but now the cabin temperature's raised, my
Yep.
fridge is running far more frequently, the compressor drawing from the battery,
Yep.
the solar's struggling to keep up with that additional draw.
That's great.
So this is really nice to have, and it supplements the battery. We know the vehicle's working for us
Yeah.
even when we're parked
Absolutely.
outside there. So we've mounted the 3 panels. There's a couple of variations to this kit, but I think the sweet spot really and truly is the 3 panel kit. It's 300 watts, correct, Beau?
That's correct.
So each panel is 100 watts?
100 watts each, yeah.
That's right. The panel is unregulated, but again, if we have a correctly set up lithium battery system,
Yep.
we're going to have a good DC to DC charger. We use the Red Arc, and the Red Arc has the regulator built in. So the really obvious thing on the back of here is the curly cable. And this curly cable is bringing the power in a non-invasive way into the vehicle, and then runs the cabling through to the DC charger for our fridge battery. This is the second battery in the California. We've also done something extra special for this California as well, which we'll come to in a minute. You'll notice on the roof that the mounts are very low profile. They go into the track system. So quite a lot of solar systems out there are bonded. So we get out the Sikaflex, we bond it to the roof, that's it. The solar panels will leave the roof when the roof leaves the van. And we don't want to do that. We want non-permanent arrangements. So one of my other observations is that the kit supplies enough cabling. The cabling, by the way, is daisy chain, so it's not 3 cables coming down the back, each one plugs into the next. But there's a sufficient amount of cabling such that we can actually configure it slightly differently compared to what we actually have on this roof. So this roof will have the panels together. And the panels, by the way, only 3.5 kilograms, so that's really good. We've got a 50 kg weight limit on the California. We're only using 10.5 kilos in this kit. But the objection is going to be because lots of Australians want to put something on the roof. They want to put surfboards particularly. So hang on, the surfboards are not going to help when I'm travelling from A to B with the solar. Well, that's fine, because when we're travelling from A to B, our DC to DC charger is going to be charging our batteries as we drive. So it's the engine is doing the work when we're driving. But when we arrive, those surfboards would come off the roof, then we'd have ordinarily a naked roof. But here we've got solar panels. How am I going to get the panels on? Is there a solution for that, Beau? Is there a solution for that, to put roof bars on here?
Yes, there is. So I believe that you can fit, you guys have
We have the Tula roof bars. We can see on the grey vehicle next to us, we have the Tula roof bars, which also mount into the track system. We use those for, California and for multivan into the tracks. So what's great about the kit is that we can actually separate the panels. So the front panel can go further forward, back panel can come further back, leaving a gap, and that gap will allow firstly the roof bars to be mounted. Secondly, the concern I have about casting shadows, there can be a sufficient amount of gap that the shadows should not play any major role in the effectiveness of the solar panels.
Yep. That's one of the great things about this. I think it's just the adjustability. It gives you the flexibility to be able to move things as needed and sort of grow and expand the system if you wish as well.
So we can adjust and grow this. This is a 2-panel kit, but I think the 3 panels is the way to go. Let's have a look on the inside. Because the California, as you know, comes with 2 batteries, the starting and the auxiliary from factory. We've added into many Californias a 3rd battery, as the European Californias have. European California Ocean and Coast with internal kitchens have a 3rd battery sitting down the back here. A lot of the California owners install the kitchen pod with the fridge, which is of course power hungry in the summer. So we've got the solar panels primarily to charge up this additional 3rd battery for the fridge, but we can also charge the California house battery, the one that came with the California first. Let's have a look here. We've installed here a switch. So we have the AGM battery, which is under the passenger seat, which comes with every California in Australia, and the lithium battery here. And we can flick that. We can flick that over to AGM. So now our solar panels are charging the AGM battery. And let's now go and check inside the vehicle and see if the Volkswagen computer is telling us anything about the charge. So let's have a look up here, and look at that. We have 3 amps coming into the auxiliary battery. So the auxiliary battery is quite low. The vehicle's been in the workshop and not driven much in recent times. So it's low, but 3 amps. That is awesome that the solar panel is also registering in the overhead panel. Or we can flick it over to the lithium, and now our solar panels are charging the lithium battery. So that is a nice solution here at the back of the vehicle. We've got our Bluetooth controller, and our Bluetooth controller can show us, now it's very cloudy today, we've got 2.3 amps. We're in charge mode on the lithium battery. Look, this is an awesome lithium battery, it's 125 amp hours, which is equivalent to over 200 AGM amps, 68% in total charging, it's healthy, 13.5 volts. We can see the proof in the pudding here with the voltages, and we can see it's at 2.7 amps. We can expect a lot more with 300 watts on the roof. I'd like to see this sitting up at towards 10 amps on ideal conditions. Don't forget, paradoxically with solar, ideal conditions are really sunny and not hot, which is a bit weird. The hotter the panel is, the less effective it is. So a cool panel works better than a hot panel, but nonetheless, we're getting here consistently 2.8 amps at the moment. So if we sit here for an hour, the battery's got 3 more amps. If the fridge ran for 1 hour, it'll chew up 3.5 amps. That's actually netted out to pretty much 0. It's a nice outcome. So there you have it, Beau. So it's just been installed here at Combi Life.
Yes.
So we're really keen. Can you feed back?
Absolutely.
Maybe even leave a note in the comments.
Absolutely.
Leave a note in the comments. Tell us all how you're going.
No, I'll definitely give my feedback as we get to experience the system more and we have a bit more favourable day.
Yes.
But thanks to all the guys at Combi Life, they've done a phenomenal job. Really happy with all the great work that you guys have done.
Yeah, thanks for ringing it up. And when you're next back up, we'll see what the panels look like.
Absolutely.
And service them if need be, if there needs anything looking underneath, and we'll look at it again. So thanks, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell if you'd like to know about other new videos. Thanks for watching.